I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed the strange tendencies as an wandering... Wait, what does that say? An ordinary human. I gave the raccoon up a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. Huh. The moon, in... I can't really read that. I can't tell if that's an R and an N or what it is. Its phase and reflects that much more light off of my knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken a following to me. He could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. The rush of blood. Classic Brazilian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Is this poem about cutting? And depression? I was a little more daring. I'm sorry, I'm kind of confused by the poem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take the face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Liam Sexy Boy? Well, yeah, I guess I do. Everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Liam Sexy Boy. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would be so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like looking forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely to me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show my poem next to? Sayori, because I hate Natsuki so much.
Woo! I like this one, Liam Sexy Boy. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out the poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure the exact...
Oh no, I'm not sure exactly that's how it exactly works. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself for once. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well,
Well, whatever. Anyway,
anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and the things that are sad.
happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud over your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, oh.
What's this? Maybe I'm expecting you to express my feelings after all. Thanks, Liam Sexy Boy. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off the scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bunch of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck it out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make me amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like the time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through the locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after the other, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh, now I'm worried about Sayori. Damn it! Is everyone in this club depressed? Except for Monica? Oh wait, no, maybe Monica. I can't remember what Monica's thing was. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a lot. And I've been really touching my feelings recently.
I see that. Masturbation. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe I'm just not used to you being so truthful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eye makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki.
Well, I can admit this is better than your last one. It's nice to see you're putting some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying to be too hard and to be serious.
What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's like, it's going to sound like you forgot. You're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems unless you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stops, short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
Eh.
You're not really trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? Keep your voice down.
You know Yuri would love this angsty...
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow I struck a nerve. Thought what I did was... This is beyond me. Oh god.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, then don't try to show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting younger girls step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. That's true. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Well, I didn't get to read Natsuki's. I have something a little extra planned today, so everyone can come sit in the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of. Sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good for a couple of days. Oh, I gotta get in and read that. We'll embarrass ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. You don't really have to do the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep them simple, okay? We won't need much more more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us where we're asked to use for the event.
I'm just shoving way too many lisps into your statements. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah. We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're going to let anyone come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
You're kidding me, right, Monica? You didn't see her already putting these posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no! It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, Yuri shaking her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask from people to recite their poems out loud in front of a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I think we should all try giving it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what the literature's all about.
Yeah! It's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And those reasons, it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling you brought here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes, and if all it takes is standing in the front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess we'll just get this over with. Alright.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectively glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to perform, to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice, reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the class, how will you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem that she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine, sorry. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something that she's done before, or is it simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. And finally, Monica finishes we didn't even look at Natsuki! And the four of us applaud. Monica takes a deep breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica!
Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
What? Yuri fired up all of a sudden?
Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. The poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at the three of us. You can do it, Yuri.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes and she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure is like enunciate with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse around the whirring fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. it's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone else joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good.
Thank you for sharing. Yuri looks down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops off of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Ah! Ah! Sorry, I giggled. Ah!
Sayori.
This is a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do this so easily?
Huh. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like, in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way, that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins the poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's stern and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think that much of it, but hear it coming from Sayori's voice almost gives off a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach, what? It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Liam's sexy boy liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it must be that other poem wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
Huh? I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where it gets that sort of gentle, that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work well. Then they might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem from that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Liam's sexy boy. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Liam's sexy boy lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki?
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not entirely confident with my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're
because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts to recite her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhyme to it. Wait, what? Oh, rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Oh. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people?
I mean, I do it in front of people, will be easier than I way. Some favorite people. I'm friends. It's just so embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, if that's the case, then you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that for all you have is an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time if what you're reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't even have to be your own. I'm already presently surprised that you're all putting in all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Natsuki, eat my hair now. Huh, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. Now I think it's time, it's about time for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festivals, we'll finish the planning tomorrow. Then we'll have to have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Oh no, God. Ready to go, Sayori? I was very confused for a second. I was like, why is Sayori talking to herself?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Sayori, eat my hair.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Alien Sexy Boy. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only for a few days, a lot of the things have already changed. But today Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I'd like to, how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of a question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I don't know. Well, I walk home with Sayori all the time, so I'd probably walk with Yuri. But I don't think that she would like that since we've been friends and she hasn't gone home with me for like a few years. So I say that. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to... Wait, 1 second. Besides, you always seem to like going home together. I wouldn't want to ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Liam Sexy Boy. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometime. God damn it, I need to go back. I want to go back. Let me go back. Screw it.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen anyway?
The
conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen that time. Right, I think I'm gonna save it here and finish the episode. So, just before I do anything, let's save that. Let's go to the main menu. I think I've just saved. So, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then go ahead and leave a like, share with your friends, and until next time, goodbye.